What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I can't go without making a prediction video for the final match day of the 2018-19 English Premier League, and it's what they call Championship Sunday. And we have a title race on our hands that will be decided on the final match day. That's the most important thing. I think top four is all but over. We have City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. Well, I should say Chelsea, Tottenham, because that's the order right now, with Arsenal and United to miss out on top four. But Arsenal in the Europa League final, they can still get Champions League football next season. The teams relegated are Fulham, Cardiff, and Huddersfield. So we know that. There's also that seventh place for that Europa League qualifying spot, currently occupied by Wolverhampton Wanderers, who's had a really stellar season. I expected them to place maybe sixth, but I think seventh is quite respectable for their first season back in the Premier League, currently with 57 points. So it's all but sealed. It's theirs. It's theirs. They can't be caught. It's theirs. So Wolves could possibly be in the Europa League next season and could go on to win it. Who knows? That will be great for Nuno Espirito Santo and his boys. But guys, let's talk about the 10 fixtures. But before I talk about the 10 fixtures, let's do a quick rundown of the table. Let's start from 20 all the way down to 1. Huddersfield relegated, 15 points. Fulham relegated, 26 points. Cardiff relegated, 31 points. The teams that we would see in next season's Champions League. I'm still in Champions League mode. In next season's Premier League will be Brighton, 36 points. Southampton, 38 points. Burnley, currently on 40 points. Newcastle, 42 points. Bournemouth, 45 points. Crystal Palace, 46 points. West Ham, 49 points. Watford, 50 points. Leicester, 51 points. Everton, 53 points. Wolves, 57. Man United in 6th, 66 points. Arsenal, 5th, 67 points. Tottenham, 4th, 70 points. They still can get caught by Arsenal, but they'll need to lose their game by like 4-0. And Arsenal needs to win theirs 4-0 as well. We will talk about that some more. Then we have Chelsea in 3rd, 71 points. Liverpool 2nd, 94 points. And Manchester City 1st, 95 points. So the title race is between Manchester City and Liverpool, guys. Who will win the 2018-19 English Premier League title? Let's talk about the 10 fixtures really quick. Okay, all fixtures will be played at the same exact time. Same time. They will be on TV at the same time too. I'll be catching the Man City versus Brighton game and be keeping tabs on the Liverpool Wolves game as well. Those are the two most important games. All the other games are inconsequential to some extent. But let's start with the first one. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Tottenham hasn't been in good form, but in good form in the league. Champions League, they're in the finals. Everton has been playing good as of late. Tottenham at their new stadium versus Everton. My prediction for this one, I'm going to go for a draw. I think Tottenham playing well in the Champions League, Everton playing well in the Premier League under Marco Silva, and I think both teams will play to a very feisty draw. Let's say a 2-2 draw between Tottenham and Everton. So Tottenham will go up to 71 points and Everton will go up to 54 points. So Tottenham will definitely be safe from that 5th spot. So then the next fixture, we have Man United versus Cardiff City. Remember, Man United needed to win their last 2 games versus Huddersfield and Cardiff if they were to even sniff the top 4, and they drew versus Huddersfield, who has been horrible this season. So against Cardiff, we don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be at Old Trafford. Man United is talking up a storm about revamp next season. I think they're going to win this game. They're going to win the final game of the season. Cardiff, very unlucky. They signed Emiliano Sala. His plane crashed. My condolences to the family and friends again. Very, very sad situation. Cardiff has been very, very unlucky. I think they brought Umar Nias over on loan and he hasn't scored a single goal. What a waste. And I think they're going to lose the final game of the season. So Man United is going to win that game and go up to 69 points. And Cardiff isn't going to move from where they're at. They're already relegated. So let's talk about the next game. Watford versus West Ham. Two mid-table team. And it's going to be a good clash here. It's going to be a really, really good match. And Watford's been playing good this season. They're in the FA Cup final to face my team, Manchester City. And West Ham under Pellegrini has been pretty decent. Let's just say better than last season. So for this game, I'm going to say a West Ham win. I'm going to say a West Ham win. A 2-1 win for West Ham United. Next up, I'm not going to go into the points tally because it's inconsequential. Southampton versus Huddersfield. Southampton under Ralph Hasenhüttl has done better than they did last season, with Mark Hughes coming in, rescuing the team from relegation, but then he got sacked. Huddersfield, very, 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 very horrible season. David Wagner, the manager who brought them up from the championship, he got sacked and they never recovered. Never recovered, and they will be in the championship next season. Who knows, next time we will see them in the Premier League. We might have to wait a very, very long time for that. Then we have Leicester versus Chelsea. This one will be a really, really good clash though. Leicester versus Chelsea will be good. I'm going to go for a Chelsea win here. I'm going to go for a feisty 3-2 win for Chelsea. It's going to be a really, really good game. Leicester has been playing good under Brendan Rodgers, but losing their last game versus City, it shows that against better oppositions, they could suffer. So I'm going to go for a win for Chelsea. They're going to finish the season on 74 points in third. Leicester, they're going to finish 51 points, mid-table. So the next match, we're coming up to the most important games. We're coming up to them very, very soon. I leave those for last. Sorry about the noise, guys. Planes passing right now, but I just wanted to come outside to just talk about this. A little change of scenery. Then we have Fulham versus Newcastle. Fulham relegated. They have been picking up some wins, but they lost their last game, I think. But Newcastle, they played really well versus Liverpool there, but Liverpool just proved to be too good for them in that 3-2 win. So Newcastle, Rafa Benitez trying to get more transfer funds to take this team possibly for a try in the top 6. He wants to at least secure a Europa League place. Will it happen? Well, they need to provide him with the money, and we know what he could do. He's a Champions League winning manager. But this game, an away game for Newcastle, I'm going to say Newcastle win the final game. It's really noisy outside, right? But I'm going to say Newcastle win the final game versus Fulham. So Rafa Benitez and his boys are going to cap off a stellar season by Newcastle standards with a win. So we're going to talk about Burnley versus Arsenal. Burnley did not start the season good, pull things back together. Sean Dyche will be at the helm, I think, for another season. They survived against Arsenal, Unai Emery, in the final of the Europa League. I also forgot to mention that Chelsea will be in the final of the Europa League as well to play Arsenal. So it'll be a London derby for the Europa League title. So Burnley versus Arsenal. Arsenal hasn't been good in the league at all. They haven't been good. But I think playing a very gritty team like Burnley, I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this fixture. So Arsenal are not going to get top 4 football here. But they need to win the Europa League in order to get Champions League football. So next up, Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. This is going to be a good clash because Bournemouth, we know, very good team. They have done really, really well this season under Eddie Howe once again. Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace has done well this season. I remember last season they did not start good under, was it Frank de Boer or Ronald de Boer? One of them de Boer brothers. But he got sacked. Roy Hodgson came in and he has been at the helm ever since. Wilfried Zaha, Andros Townsend, Wan-Bissaka as well, doing well over there. So it's going to be a pretty hard one to predict. But I'm going to go for a Crystal Palace win here. 2-1 over Bournemouth. So guys, the last two fixtures to talk about. The two most important fixtures of the entire season. Liverpool versus Wolves at Anfield. And Brighton versus Man City at the Amex Stadium. Who is going to win the 2018-19 English Premier League title? It will be down to these two games. So let's talk about the Liverpool Wolves. Liverpool Wolves. I did make a bold prediction that Wolves are going to beat Liverpool at Anfield. Wolves defeated Liverpool this season in the FA Cup, but it was a heavily rotated Liverpool team with some of the youth players coming up as well. So I don't think Klopp will approach it this way again. Firmino might not feature, but Origi has been in really, really good form. Salah should come back into the game. Sadio Mane has been playing well season of his career. Henderson looks like a new player. I think it's going to be very difficult to defeat Liverpool here at Anfield. Saw what they did versus Barcelona there in the final of the Champions League again, back-to-back seasons. So for this game, Wolves has been playing really, really well. They will play 7th this season. I think Liverpool should win this game. Liverpool should win this game. But being a Man City fan, I would love if Wolves take points from Liverpool. A draw or a win. I would love it. Absolutely love it. I have to be honest with you guys. I would love it. But I think Liverpool are going to take this. They're not going to come up short on the final match day when it matters the most. It's going to depend on whether City wants this or not. So let's move over to the City game. I think Liverpool will win the game, end the season on 97 points. And Brighton versus City. Guys, we know Man City is a team that could brush aside Brighton. We can crush them. But we know what Brighton can do. I think they picked up draws in their last two matches. Very, very gritty team. When they want to close up shop, park the bus, they can be a very, very hard team to break down. And they're also very dangerous in the set play scenarios with Glenn Murray as well. So it's going to be a tricky fixture. But from what City has done over the last 13 matches, it's just remarkable. We have won every single game required to win. Every game. I remember when we had 5 matches left. We had Tottenham. We brushed past Tottenham. We had Man United. We did so as well. We had Burnley. We did so. We had Leicester. We did so. And now we have Brighton. A far inferior team to all the 4 teams I just mentioned. And no disrespect to Brighton, but come on, guys. You know I'm speaking facts here. We have to beat Brighton, and we have to do it convincingly. I'll be at work on Sunday watching this game, and I don't want nothing less than a hammering. I want nothing less than a 3-0 or 4-0 win. For Ederson to go and win the Golden Glove with 21 clean sheets. Hopefully, Liverpool, they concede a goal, so Alisson doesn't win the Golden Glove. Or it could be fine if both of them are tied on 21 and share the Golden Glove award. That's fine by me. That's quite fine. I don't know if it'll go down to who played the least games or whatever. I don't know. Or who conceded the least goals. It will be Alisson in that case. But Man City has to win this game. And I think we are going to go out there, give our best, play 150% and win this game. For team news, Kevin De Bruyne may come back. We have Bernardo Silva. Mahrez may feature. He haven't been playing that much, but Fernandinho will not play. Fernandinho won't play. I don't think Mendy is fit enough. Who knows? We could see Mendy. But I expect to see Edison, Laporte, Vincent Company, Captain Fantastico. Every game he has played, we have not lost. I think we have won most of them too. So Laporte, Company, Kyle Walker, Mendy if he's fit, but if he's not, Zinchenko could slot in. Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. Kevin De Bruyne to start. David Silva, Bernardo Silva on the right. Then we could have Raheem Sterling on the left with Sergio Aguero up top. We always have Leroy Sané to bring off the bench to give us that impetus going forward if we need goals, and Gabriel Jesus as well. So I think the team is in good hands, and Pep Guardiola should go on to win back-to-back English Premier League titles. And then we have the FA Cup. We could win a domestic treble. That would be awesome. So guys, that's it, man. I just wanted to touch on all these fixtures, let you guys know what I'm thinking. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. That's the most important thing. I want to hear your feedback. I want discussion from this video. Let me know if you think City are going to bottle it and Liverpool are going to overtake them and win the title for the first time in 29 years. It's all possible, guys. It's all possible. Is Tottenham going to lose 5-0 and Arsenal are going to win 3-0 or 4-0 and pass them in the table? All these things are still mathematically possible. But all in all, it has been a great season. One of the best seasons ever, guys, in world football. The last year, the World Cup, Nations League, Euro qualifiers, the Asian Cup with Qatar winning it. We have the Premier League, the Champions League, with English teams making the finals, the Europa League. It has been amazing. And I would like to take the time to thank every one of you guys for following me on this journey. I really, really appreciate it. But if you're new around here, guys, consider hitting the subscribe button. Smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the outdoors and everything, the new scenery. And until next time, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich Squad.